Alright guys, welcome back to 2FC, aka 2 Footballs Combined. 3 out of 3. Fucking love it. And the best part about it was Mr. Watford, Troy Deeney, scores the only goal of the game for Palace. What a prick. Love it. Absolutely love it. Watford fans, Wilf is too good for you. Was too good for you in 2013. Was too good for you today. Now, will you stop? Will you stop with your bullshit? Wilf is just too good for you. He's too good for most teams. But against you, he just loves playing against you. Let's get into it. The first half. Oh my God, I could have fallen asleep. Seriously. How boring was that first half? I genuinely almost fell asleep. Up until like the 35th minute. The last 10 minutes of the first half was relatively entertaining. I think of 3 things I've got down for the first half. We won fucking again with a clean sheet. Oh, just what are you doing? So, first thing I've written down in the second half, 35th minute, Wilf skins his way into the box, finds a cross. It is defended pretty well by Watford. Went straight to Kabay. He's had a shot, he's blocked, it's gone out for a corner. Corner comes to nothing. But we're on the attack, but nothing to write home about. 38th minute, cross into a dangerous area. I'm guessing it was probably from Wilf because it was from that left-hand side. It could have been from Schlupp, but I didn't see who crossed it. It's just over Benteke's head. Defended well again by Watford. They clear their lines. And the 43rd minute, Berahini, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Barini. Might be Barini. I don't know how to pronounce it. But he had a very good attempt from the outside of the box, which went over by probably about half a foot. It wasn't majorly over, but it was dangerous. Warning signs, as always. But yeah, that was the first half. There was literally fuck all else in the first half, and I was so bored. Oh, it was so boring. But then the second half started, and we started off the second half absolutely amazingly. Punch goes down, he skins a couple of players, turns. I think he crosses the ball or has a shot or something. I didn't write it down because it wasn't that important. But the moves for him to get it was very nice, and that was literally like as soon as kickoff happened. Then the 47th minute, Capoue shrugs off Milivojevic. Me remembering his name. Shrugs him off. Kind of shimmies to the right. Gets a shot off. Just over the bar. But again, it was dangerous. If that was any lower, I don't see Wayno doing much with it. It was a fucking vicious shot. But yeah, not too bad. It was about 20 yards out. It was half decent. Next thing I wrote down, Wilf is getting his shirt tugged by Prudel, however you want to pronounce his name, the guy in defence for Watford. Really, like literally a fistful of his shirt, and it looked like Wilf punched him in the back and then pushed him over, or elbowed him in the back and pushed him over, which I found quite amusing. And obviously the free kick went Watford's way, even though it was all down to the other lad being a cheating piece of shit. Oh well. 64th minute, Andros, great run down the right hand side, crosses the ball in, gets to Wilf. Wilf skins a defender, and comes out onto his left. I think it was on his lefty shot. I'm pretty sure it was. And he hits it with his left. Oh, just over. I'm thinking, it's going to be one of them days. It's going to be a 0-0 fucking draw. But the next thing I have written down after Wilf just missing. 68th minute, we get a free kick on the edge of the box. It was a push from Prudel, whatever you want to say, over Wilf. He gets booked. Cross comes in. Beautiful cross in from Kabay. Curls, and Troy Deeney, Mr. Watford FC, Mr. Hornet, heads it into his own net. Off the post. And you can tell he's a striker, because that was a striker's header if I've ever seen one. It looked like it was Benteke. And then obviously the replays, and he had his hands over his face and like, oh no, I've just scored against Watford. Oh, how I laughed. How I laugh now. How I'm probably going to laugh until next weekend. But yeah, Mr. Watford scores an own goal. And it was a very good finish. It'd have been nice if it was one of our players that finished it like that. But, Mr. Watford, he did it. Thanks, Troy. Much love. 75th minute. Great shot out by their number 17. I'm not 100% on what his name was. Big guy. Good 25 yards out. Cracks it. Across goal. And Wayno makes a really good save down to his left-hand post. But if you're looking at from the shot, it was the right. But Wayno's left-hand side. It was a very good save. Goes out for a corner. Comes to nothing. 80th minute. Now, this is where I know that Christian Benteke has lost his confidence. The next two things. The next 2 out of 3. Great run from Wilf from about halfway line. Runs it. Great through ball to Benteke. And instead of taking it first time on his right foot, which, as a Palace fan, as anyone who's ever seen Benteke play, would know that a first time on his right would be exactly what he needs to do and what we expect him to do, except he took a touch and it was shit. It was an absolutely awful touch that it ends up getting cleared by Watford. I don't know whether it went for a corner because my link decided to freeze, which is always fucking helpful. 83rd minute, Andros gets the ball back on the right hand side. Lovely. The way he got the ball back was lovely. Runs down the right, crosses it in to Wilf. He takes a shot, bounces off the defender, comes out of the box, and Kabay smashes it, and it wasn't far. It was not far wide at all. That could have sealed it. We would not have had to worry about anything. But it was nice build up, nice attempt. And then the 92nd minute, Benteke goes on a little run himself. He gets the ball, goes on a little run. He's 1-on-2. He's got 2 defenders that aren't next to each other. There's a big gap. So he sends the one in front of him kind of way to the left, and there's a big gap. And you think, take a fucking crack. You've got the gap there. Just have a shot, see what happens. And again, this is where we know his confidence is shot to absolute pieces. He keeps it. And he just holds it. And it's just like, dude, just take a fucking shot. You don't shoot, you won't get your confidence back. And like, again, the gap, anyone would have had a shot there. Christian Benteke, as a fucking goal scorer, should have taken a shot. If that was Remy, he would have taken a shot. If that was Connor Wickham, he'd have taken a shot. Fraser Campbell, he'd have taken a shot. You know what I mean? Like, every striker, even his brother Jonathan, would have taken the shot at that point. But I don't know what's wrong with his head. His head's not in it. I think we might need to start Remy next week if he's fit. Because I just think his confidence is shot and he needs to try and pick that up. And then 93rd minute, fucking hell, my arsehole went. Ball comes in. Instead of letting his defenders deal with it, Wayno decides to run 15 yards away from his goal and miss the fucking ball. And if it wasn't for Niang missing by that much, this video would be completely fucking different. This would be the Wayne Hennessy hate video. Well, most of them are, but yeah. If it wasn't for just over the bar, I know we had a couple of defenders on the line. It possibly couldn't have gone. It possibly wouldn't have got in, but knowing Palace's luck, it would have done. But I've got a little bit more to say. Nothing too bad. But Sacco, Mamadou. This bloke needs to be signed. Like now. We need him. If we stay up, we need to sign Sacco on a permanent deal. Have to. He's played 3 full games. We have conceded none. And he's just fucking everywhere on that pitch. Central defender, he's playing CDM. He's playing central midfield. He's everywhere. He's playing left back, right back, goalkeeper most of the time. Because we haven't got a fucking goalkeeper that wants to stay in goal. But he's just too good. He really is. I'm surprised Liverpool even let him out on loan. He's a fucking animal. Wilf, another amazing game. Other than Benteke's confidence being shot, I don't have anything bad to say about the outfield players. None. It was a very, very good game for Palace perspective anyway. It was a shit for the neutrals. It was a very boring first half, like I said. Second half was more entertaining. I was a bit up and down, oh god. But it was good. I'm happy. Bring on next week. See if we can do 4 in 4 with another clean sheet. Fingers crossed. Probably not. But we shall see. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, everything shall be down there. Check me out on FYPTV as well, which will either be up tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure. It'll be a little bit censored and a shorter version of this. So make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you subscribe to them. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter. Everything will be down there. Thank you guys for watching and peace.